Okay, I want to talk about a movie. Okay. Good luck, have fun, don't die. I saw it a couple weeks ago. Director Gore Verbinski, who you might know from directing the Pirates of the Caribbean trilogy and Mouse Hunt, and one of my personal favorites, Rango, Hater, written by Matthew Robinson, who wrote Love and Monsters and that Dora movie and some other stuff. And then starring Sam Rockwell, Juno Temple, Michael Pena, Zazie Beetz, and others, of course. As soon as I saw the trailer for this, locked in. I'm in there. I will be seated. Okay, you got Sam Rockwell, so you got me. Spoiler-free version of this. Sam Rockwell's character is supposedly from the future, and he shows up at a diner and he tries to recruit people to stop the impending doom of the world from technology. So the story is a little smaller than I thought it was going to be, which I think works to the benefit of the story. There's some parts that kind of seem a little out of hand, but it would have gotten way out of hand, I think, and just kind of, which also in this movie could have worked. I liked it a lot. I think the movie was funny. I think it was silly and weird, all in the best ways. I thought it was pretty clever in some ways. Cast, I think everyone worked well together on screen, because there's like, it gets to a point where there's like multiple characters together, and then they have their own separate stories as well. And certain characters are connected in certain ways that I think comes together really well, especially for the ending of the movie. It's a very entertaining movie. If you come across this, if it's still showing in your local theaters, go see it. I would say go see it on a big screen. But if you come across this on streaming, I would highly suggest a movie night. Could kids watch this movie? Yes, I would say. Pretty liberal on that. I grew up watching movies with my dad, so in movies I definitely shouldn't have been watching. So I don't know. Next part might be spoiler light. If you like to go into movies knowing absolutely nothing like me, the tech that they're trying to stop is artificial intelligence. I don't think that's really mentioned in the trailer at all. So obviously this movie kind of has a commentary on AI and, of course, in the world that we are living in today, which may come off as like heavy handed, but I'd say it's more just like straightforward. Like, this is what we're trying to say here. And I think it works. Okay, we're going to get into the spoiler version of this. Warning, spoiler warning. Here it is. All right. So I liked this aspect of it. It wasn't like, the story wasn't like we need to find and destroy and stop the AI, because they were like, it's inevitable, it's coming, which we know, right? It was more so like, we need to plug this in and insert these safeguards that someone didn't put in, so that way we can have some control over this thing, which kind of gives me vibes of the Matrix a little bit, right? Because like the Matrix ended up being, well, we're in the Matrix, this is it. Like, and some people are going to stay in the Matrix, some people are going to live out of the Matrix, but all we can really do is to try to create harmony with this thing, right? But what do we do to mitigate the risks that are coming with this? The first character I want to talk about is Juno Temple's character, who I really only know from Ted Lasso. Shout out to Ted Lasso. Suzanne's character has a son who dies in a school shooting, right? So then there's something there to be said about school shootings, and it's very like, in this world, school shootings are very normal. And once a school shooting happens, okay, now you go to this company and you get a clone of your child. So yes, they have clones in this world, right? Like fully functioning, almost accurate clones. Obviously, they're like, the clones aren't your real son and you're going to experience problems and blah, 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 right? So that happens too. So she experiences those problems with her clone son, right? The clone version of her son. So this guy comes up to her and is like, yo, look, if you want an even better version of your son, try this. Basically like a pocket AI version of her son, right? So it's not like a physical version of her son, but it's like she hears it, like she puts this little head earpiece in and like she can hear her son talking to her, and it sounds a lot more like her son. It's more empathetic and more funny, like the way her son is. So she's like, yeah, this is more like my son than this clone, right? So Sam's character shows up in the diner, the man from the future, and he was told to get a very specific group of people from this diner, and they will be the ones that stop the end of the world. He can go back in time basically as many times as he needs to. So it turns out he's been to this diner hundreds of times or whatever, right? And they all die in different horrible ways. usually different groups of people, and he like shows up to the diner and he knows the people and stuff, and he knows their names and their backstories, and he kind of convinces some of them. Then he obviously finally convinces a group of them to go with him. Okay, and then it would seem that fate kind of points to another character, and so he selects her, right? So it's this young girl that basically had a really rough go of it because she's she's allergic to technology and Wi-Fi, right? So her nose bleeds when she's around Wi-Fi and all this stuff, which I thought was pretty funny and one of the silly aspects of the movie. I don't know if that's a real thing. I didn't look it up, but if it is, somebody let me know. He recruits her to the team very reluctantly because she is very down and out and she basically wants to kill herself. So she's not very helpful to the mission because her boyfriend, who supposedly was like anti-technology as well, which is why she fell in love with the guy, because she's allergic to technology and everybody in this world is tech all the time, kind of like us, right? So he gets delivered, not per chance, mind you. Basically, it's delivered by the AI, which is also kind of crazy now to think about it, because he's delivered it by AI, which sets her on her path. So is the AI trying to stop itself, or is the AI trying to make things go a certain way? Which is kind of one of the things of the movie. There's a Reddit thread from the writer talking about, he did a Q&A answering some questions about the movie. When it came to the question of like, was the whole movie a simulation or not? He's just like, well, everyone involved with the movie kind of has their own theory, right? So it's up to your interpretation, which I also love. I don't love when everything is spelled out for you. But her boyfriend is sent this thing by the AI, and he gets addicted to this. It's basically like an Oculus headset thing, which is a whole nother aspect of the stuff that AI is setting up. Because you got clones, you got the AI, and then he moves to this facility where they're gonna basically put his body in a bed, like a self-sustaining room, and he just lives in this facility forever. Other people have done it, and he lives in this AI world, like this virtual world, and he's just like, it's better in every way, blah 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 blah. So he does that. She's like, dang, I bump this, I'm out, right? So she ends up in the diner, but she ends up being the man from the future's mom in the future, and she sets him on the path to go back to the diner. He also knows that it's his mom, but he doesn't want to take her at first, which is kind of crazy. Which you would think maybe he would need to take his mom, but I don't know. Anyways, that was cool. I thought the way that character loop came together. So Juno Temple's character, her pocket AI son, quote unquote, helps them stop the AI. Is the AI actually helping them, or is that AI connected to the other AI, and is it just another way of making everything happen the way that the AI wants it to happen? I don't know. So that's another question of the movie. You can find out for your own. Turns out that the boy, so they're going to a boy's house basically to plug in this safeguard and put in safeguards into the AI, right? And it turns out the young man that is building the AI is a clone. One of the clones. The clone was made by AI. So the AI is creating itself. Yeah. At the end, they think they stopped the AI, but then he realizes it's just a world that the AI is presenting to them still. So he goes back in time one more time and starts over. Now, I like this ending. I like the way that it kind of came full circle. I like that because to me it made the most sense, right? I don't want to give AI too much credit, but an AI this advanced would have this all mapped out. You know what I mean? Especially like in this world. The way that it was like, and the AI was like, you could tell throughout the story, the AI was setting up other characters to do certain things and blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, I don't know. I liked it. I thought it was very smart. I liked it. And again, like I said, the whole like, we're not stopping the AI thing gave me Matrix vibes. So I thought it all worked. I would highly suggest seeing this movie, like I said. Oh, there's also like this aspect where a random AI creation is made, and the movie kind of feels like a random AI creation, which is how it is right now, right? And that's how like it would be. Some of the characters in the movie come up with ideas of what they want to see in this particular scene, and it's like this giraffe hybrid cat thing, right? And it's like that's what AI is right now. It's like random bad ideas smashed together, and like that's what it will become, right? So that was really good. I think that they said what they needed to say. I think it was, like I said, funny. The characters were good. Casting was good. I would just say, see this movie. I would suggest it. Like I said, that's it. It was have fun and keep enjoying things.